Just a bunch of stuff. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Nice to have you here. I hope you'll sing with me. Put your hands together. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, 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 hey. Yes, everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, 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 hey.
Keeping it jazzy, keeping it jazzy. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Northern Colorado. My name is Connie Carlson, and my pronouns are they and them. We're so glad you have decided to join us today. We welcome all lifestyles and beliefs, so no matter who you are in the right place and you are welcome here. Whew, I'm a little out of breath. That was like a little aerobic. Woo-hoo. I want to acknowledge that this service is being held on the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Ute, and Cheyenne peoples. We recognize that this land is rightfully theirs, and we offer our respect and gratitude for their continuing kinship with this place. Our philosophy, Science of Mind, honors the wisdom and teachings found in all faiths, recognizing that each path leads to the same universal truth of oneness, love, and interconnectedness. We're all just beads on one big old string. Amber will be your prayer partner today and will be available after service for one-on-one prayer. And so let's kick it off. Let's say our mission and vision together. Our mission: we are an inclusive community inspiring personal growth, spiritual practice, and a positive way of life. Our vision: to support humanity's spiritual growth, creating a world that works for all. Let's invite our kids up to the stage to join us this evening.
All right, here we go. Oh, God is everything there is, so I am part of God. I know there's lots of good for me and everybody else. I'm thankful and grateful for everything we have. So I let go of this prayer, and so it is.
All right. Now for some announcements. Our outreach partner for July is Alianza Norco, a powerful local organization that advocates for and supports immigrant and Latinx communities here in northern Colorado. They offer education, community organizing, and empowerment programs that align beautifully with our own values of inclusivity, justice, and love in action. We're proud to support their important work this month. All right, for the Youth and Family Swim Day, it's coming up. Join us for a refreshing afternoon at Pelican Lakes in Windsor on Saturday, August 2nd. Bring a few things, your swimsuit, some sunscreen, and something to lounge on, and we'll enjoy the sand, the sun, and the water together. It's a perfect summer outing for all ages. Families welcome. Come splash, relax, and connect. And then we have One Sweet Summer Concert. Join us for a fun evening out at the One Sweet Summer Concert on Wednesday, August 13th from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Foundry Plaza in Loveland. We'll meet at the bandstand at 5:30 to find a spot together. Enjoy live music from Girl Crush, bring a picnic or grab dinner downtown, and settle in for a great night of connection and community. Speaking of connection, Coffee and Connection. Join Reverend Leah for Coffee and Connection on Wednesday, August 14th from 1 to 2:30 in Loveland. This casual gathering is a chance to drop in, share what's on your heart, and enjoy some meaningful conversation over a warm cup. Everyone is welcome, and just come as you are. To register for any of these amazing opportunities or to learn more, be sure to sign up for our weekly e-newsletter. It's the best way to stay up to date with all the latest happenings and fun stuff. So subscribe today at cslnoco.org.
Good evening. Why don't we all take a breath together and close your eyes if you feel comfortable to. On the next inhale, please say to yourself, centered in love, I choose peace. And as you breathe out, again, centered in love, I choose peace. And continue to inhale and exhale, just in a relaxed manner, repeating these words with each breath. Listen for our beautiful singing bowl. And as we allow the vibrations of the singing bowl to fade away, we relax into an opening prayer, knowing that the divine is with us in this moment, in every moment. And in this moment, we recognize that. In this moment, we know that Spirit is part of us, part of this community, and part of each one of us individually. It's that collective and individual at the same time. That is the beauty of Spirit in all our lives. And I know that through this connection, we experience all the good that can possibly come to us. All the good that is in the divine is manifesting as us, through us. And I know that this service tonight, that the service that volunteers and musicians and speakers give, that this service is surrounding and enveloping our community in comfort, in joy, in love, in all of the good that is pouring into our lives. And I give thanks for all of this good. I give thanks for this creative force that produces all of the good. And I release these words, knowing that all of this good is already so. And if you'd like to affirm that with me, you can say, "And so it is."
Yeah, we move from fear to faith as we gather together to pray for the healing of this world and the dawning of a brighter day. We move from fear to faith. We move from fear to faith as we gather together to pray for the healing of this world and the dawning of a brighter day. We move from fear to faith. Yes, we move from fear to faith as we gather together to pray for the healing of this world and the dawning of a brighter day. We move from fear. We move from fear. We move from fear to faith. We move from fear to faith. Sing it with me. We move from fear to faith. 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 We move from fear to faith.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome back Rev. Jenn Wilde, she, her. She is the Regional Support Coordinator for Centers for Spiritual Living, overseeing all of Region 7, that is Colorado and Texas. She is an ordained minister living in Palmer Lake, Colorado, and her passion is people. She thrives on working with people who have a desire to transform their lives. Please help me welcome Reverend Jenn Wilde.
Thank you, Jen. I have too many books up here. Good evening, good afternoon. What do we want to call this? Afternoon? Afternoon, let's call this afternoon. I'm moving it, Marie. Thank you for welcoming me back. And not just the invitation to be here, but the way you greet me when I'm here, and anyone that I drag along with me or that drives me up here. It's just so wonderful, and it's so good to be here and be with you all. So thank you, thank you. You know, when Ruthie was a little girl, It didn't take long for her family to recognize that there was something just a little bit different about Ruthie. She wasn't like other kids. Her mother would observe her in situations where most of the kids were clambering over each other and fighting for toys and running around like crazy and doing all this stuff, and Ruthie just seemed to be kind of sitting off to the side maybe and observing. Before long, they began to notice that Ruthie worried. She was concerned about life. She was incredibly serious, and she was cautious. And what was happening was, as she got a little bit older, her mother just started to notice that this seemed to be getting more intense. And she was getting a little concerned because Ruthie would be sitting at the table eating her breakfast, and she'd be talking about all the horrible things that could possibly happen that day that she and her mother needed to get through. And were they going to be able to get to the grocery store? And was the weather going to be okay? And were they going to have enough money to buy the groceries they needed? And these weren't the kind of things that you necessarily want a child to be thinking about. And they didn't want to tease her about it because her brother started calling her the worrywart, and that wasn't acceptable, because that seemed to be just encouraging her to do more of the same. And sometimes at night, she would tell her mom, I'm just really concerned about what's going to happen tomorrow. I know what today was like, but what's tomorrow going to be like? And this whole mindset that she seemed to have just started to become disconcerting. Ruthie had a place where she liked to hang out. And it was out behind their backyard. There was this huge tree. And it had just big, luscious leaves on it and all these branches. I mean, it was just monstrous. And she would go out there, and she would sit in the grass at the foot of the tree and lean back against the bark of the tree. And sometimes she would look up through those branches and see the sky. And for a minute, she felt safe. And the rest of the time, she didn't seem to have that sense about her. Well, one particular afternoon, Ruthie went out the door and got settled in under her tree, and she was sitting there and relaxing, and she put her head back, and she looked up into the tree, and way up in those branches, so high above her, she saw something. And as she's kind of looking at it, she's realizing it's a little girl, and she's about the same age as Ruthie. And she stands up, and she starts screaming at her, stop, stop. Trees can hurt you. Trees are harmful. Trees are scary. You need to get out of there. You're going to fall. You're going to break something. Something horrible is going to happen to you. And when she stopped shouting, the little girl up above appeared to swing from branch to branch to branch, did a couple little gyrations as she did it, giggling the entire time. And then she finally got down to the lower branch, and she swung down, and she dropped right in front of Ruthie, and she said, "Hi, I'm Carly, and I love to climb trees, and I love to go fast. And I go fast on my bicycle, and I go fast on my roller skates, and I go fast on my brother's skateboard. And sometimes, if I don't have those things, I just run as fast as I can, and it feels so good." And Ruthie looked at her, and she said, No, you're going to get hurt. You could break an arm. You could hurt your foot, your leg. Something could happen. Carly said, "Look here. See this mark right here? Last year, I fell out of a tree. I broke my arm really bad. They said it was horrible. It's just fine now. Doctor patched me right up. I have a scar behind my knee where I kind of got caught on a tree branch, and I kind of swung down and was hanging by my knee. That was a sight to see, but that was so incredible." And Ruthie's looking at her like, what is going on? Why is this child not getting concerned? Why does she act like these are fun things to happen? Needless to say, the two girls became really good friends. And within a short time, Ruthie started to realize that there was something about Carly that was very different from her. Carly had like an awareness or a knowing that she was okay, that she could live her life and have fun and do whatever she wanted to, and whatever happened, it was going to be okay. I mean, oh my gosh, how many bones had she broken? She started learning all about these casualties she had, but she just kept going. She just kept going. And so Ruthie started to realize that maybe there was something going on with Carly that she could learn a little bit more about. And maybe she, too, could find that freedom to enjoy life. Faith. Carly had faith. I know what your brains are doing. The moms in here, maybe some of the dads are going, oh my gosh, someone needs to contain that child. We need to pull her in, reel her in, she's going to get hurt someday. Let's don't go there right now. Let's just stay with the whole concept of she knew she was okay. She knew she could be okay. She had no question about it. She told her friend Ruthie that when you go to bed at night, you just go to bed excited because you get to have some really crazy, wonderful, fun dreams, and then tomorrow you get to create them if you want to. And Ruthie never heard that. She never understood that. I found a verse in the God's Word translation of the Bible. This is from the book of Hebrews in the New Testament. Faith assures us of things we expect and convinces us of the existence of things we cannot see. I love this translation. How beautiful is that? Faith assures us and convinces us. And if we don't have faith, we're going to be skeptical. We're going to be hesitant. We're going to be overly cautious. We're going to be fearful. We're going to worry. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. What I have discovered is that when I have my faith active, when I am standing in that place of knowing and trusting God and having that faith that everything works the way I need it to or I choose it to, I'm free. I don't have to worry about the future. I'm free to be here now. I don't have to drag out the stuff I did in the past to make me wrong, guilty, ashamed. Well, I don't have to do any of that. I can be here now, knowing that there is a power and a presence within me. It's holding me here. It's guiding me at this moment in time. It's taking me every place I need to be. I'm free. So I want to think about that. I want us to think about that for a minute. God is inspiring us all the time. God is overseeing who we are. We were created in choice, so we get to make some dumb decisions if we want to. We get to mess stuff up a little bit if we desire. Spirit's going to let us do that. And yet we know that when the time comes to regroup, to change, to shift, Spirit is right there, right here with us. Now, I want to be really clear here. I'm not talking about circumventing the bad stuff. I'm not talking about that thing we've been referring to as spiritual bypass. We're not going to pretend it's not happening. We're going to be very aware of what's happening. And we're going to be very aware that the conditions that are taking place on this planet right here, right now, are not things I need to grumble about, are not things I have to get all discombobulated about. These are things that are happening in the world. And yes, I know something bigger, better, brighter is coming. I'm not sure when, but I know it is, because I know how Spirit works. So it's that awareness that however painful this moment is, however tragic this situation is, however challenging it is, it will pass. You know how I know this? Because I would be willing to bet right now that every single one of you in this room could tell me everything that's ever happened to you that was harmful, bad, challenging, disconcerting, you got through it. 100%. You got through it, and you're here now. And we fail to see that sometimes, don't we? We kind of forget. And boy, I don't know about you, but when I get into my grumbly self, it's not a pretty sight, and I can stay there for a long time. I refuse to, but I can. I can grumble, I can find stuff, I can find things to complain about that nobody would even notice. Or I can make a different choice. And I can live in that space of love and light and excitement and high energy and know that God's got me and I got this because God and I are doing this together. Yeah, that's beautiful. So I believe that faith is the pathway to freedom. It's that knowing that Spirit is in all things. The ability to let go of worry, to stay here now. Is there anything right now that I need to be concerned about? No, not a thing. And that's the place where we want to come from, and we want to embrace this today and this week. Corrie ten Boom has this quote that says, "Faith sees the invisible, believes the unbelievable, and receives the impossible." Sees the invisible, believes the unbelievable, and receives the impossible. I used to use a term all the time, consider the possibility. That sounds crazy, and I don't know how that's going to work, but if I could consider the possibility that maybe that's something I need to do, or that's a direction I need to go, everything shifts. Everything shifts. And so what a beautiful, beautiful mindset this is to look at this in this situation. I think oftentimes we pray, and we think we gave it over to God. And then we took it back. And then we tried to make something out of it. And then we tried to give it to God again, and then we took it back again, and then we're going through this cycle, and Spirit is just going, blessed child, holding that space for us to get a clue, to figure it out. This week, I encourage each one of you to look at your belief, to look at your faith, to look at that faith muscle energy that lives within you. Is it serving you? Are you trusting it? Are you allowing yourself to be grounded in that space and know that you are taken care of? Because that's a big piece of it. That's a big piece for each of us. A part. Yeah. One of my favorite quotes from Martin Luther King Jr. is, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase." Years ago, up here in Fort Collins somewhere, I got to participate in a fire walk. I remember standing at the edge of this very hot burning coal thing and recognizing that we're going to walk across it. And it wasn't just, like a step and you're out. It was like, step, 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 step. It was a pathway. And I was there with my stepson, Dustin, who is not on this planet anymore. And he was 16 at the time, and he had just completed a wilderness trek. And one of the things we were doing for these kids that just went on this trek was to come get together with the families and do this fire walk. And I remember the hesitancy in me to take that first step, because I knew it was going to be painful. And the instructors and all the people that were with us and the spiritualists were encouraging, just take the first step, then the next one, then the next one. Then don't pause, just keep going. No one got burned. Of 30-some people that were there, including younger children, everyone walked that path. The kids got crazy, and then they were running back and forth but whatever. But it was an amazing process, and it was just so incredible. But you had to take the first step. And that's what we have to do in every situation in our lives. You've got something waiting for you right now. You've got something coming forth. And some of you are sitting here going, yeah, no, I don't think I do. And tomorrow morning you're going to go, oh, but there's that. I didn't think about that. Yeah. And all that's required is taking the first step. And sometimes that first step might be prayer. Go to prayer. And sometimes it might be actually taking a step, taking action. I was looking at the Science of Mind textbook this week, because that's what I do sometimes. I love Ernest Holmes. And you may not know this, but I'm sure I knew it at some point, but I didn't realize it till I flipped the page the other day. Chapter 10 is entitled Faith. So you want some really good homework this week? Read chapter 10 in the Science of Mind textbook. But there's a paragraph in there that from Ernest Holmes, and I just want to share this with you because I love what he says. Faith has been recognized as a power throughout the ages. Whether it be faith in God, faith in one's fellow man, faith in one's self, or faith in whatever you are doing. The idea that faith has only to do with our religious experience is a mistake. That struck me so hard because I don't hear the word faith out in the secular world. We've changed the word to other kinds of contexts. But it's not just about that religious context or concept. It's not. Faith, he says, is a faculty of the mind that finds its highest expression in the religious attitude, but always the man who has faith in his own ability accomplishes far more than the one who has no confidence in himself. Those who have great faith have great power. And I want to add on to that, those who have great faith have great power and freedom. The month of July is coming to a close. We started out all excited about our freedom. I talked to somebody the other day, and they were like, wait, what? The 4th of July? How long ago was that? Because the world's moving really fast right now. Those who have great faith have great power. You can accomplish things. Or you can be a little like Ruthie and sit back and wait and watch and be fearful. Which one fits you the best? Which one do you desire? I have a quote here from Neil Maxwell. He says, faith in God includes faith in God's timing. When I do a talk, a lot of times I'm talking to me. I know it looks like I'm talking to you. I need to hear the things that are coming forth. That's how Spirit guides me through the message that I deliver. This is big for me. And let me just tell you why. I have a lot of faith most of the time. I'm able to relax, let God, allow God. And recently there's been some stuff happening in the town where I live. You may have seen us on the news. There's just a lot going on. And I started doing some prayer work. And what my prayer was, not for me to do something, not for me to be something, but for me to be listening, so that when Spirit tells me what's mine to do, I'm ready. I'm aware. I can go forward. But you know what? Our brains don't work like that all the time. Because even in that prayer, my brain is projecting, oh, and I can do this, and I can do this, and I can do this. And what happened a few days ago was I got a piece of information that I believe was probably gossip. But it was very negative, and it was going to impact what I thought I was opening up to. Did I tell you I prayed? And I'm holding the faith that Spirit's going to show me? Yeah, let's put that aside for a second. And so something happened, and I started to kind of freak out. I started to get very negative, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to work. This is going to happen. And didn't take me too long. I probably wasn't grumbling and freaking out for more than 2.5 minutes when this voice that shows up within me said, didn't you pray on this? And I took a deep breath. I don't have to be caught up in the minutia of the gossip. I don't have to buy into every single news article out there on the planet. I don't have to agree or listen or absorb everything anybody says that I see as negative or detrimental to where my focus and my goal is. Don't have to do that. I am in that place of not waiting, I don't believe in that, preparing for what Spirit's going to guide me to do. Perfect God, perfect timing. I use that in my prayers all the time. But for a minute, this past week, I forgot. It's okay. I was told the other day, we're human. I guess I forgot that. Sometimes I forget that. I think, oh, I'm a minister. I got to be, never mind. We're all human. We're divinely human. We're humanly divine. And we're all moving along, going forward. And when we pray, we want to go to that place of perfect God, perfect timing, because you know what God knows that I don't know? When I'm really ready. Spirit knows. I try to share this with people when I have client sessions and they're talking about a relationship. They want a relationship, I want a relationship, I want a relationship. My life's a disaster, I can't do this, I don't even have a job, I don't have a place to live, but I want a relationship, I want a relationship. It's probably going to take a little time. Probably going to take a little time because you get to get ready too. While that other person is out there getting ready for you. Yeah. So we want to keep this in mind that no matter what, Spirit has a plan. Spirit has a timeline. And our faith is going to carry us through. I think there's a little bit of Ruthie in each of us. There's a little bit of that child who wants to go, oh, wait, no, is this going to be okay? Is this safe? Can I do this? Is this going to happen? Am I going to get hurt? I don't like pain. Most of us don't, physical or otherwise. And we can embrace that part of us, and we can encourage that part of us to move forward in faith. There are challenges in each of our lives right now that we're not sure how to handle. We might not be ready for the answer yet. All we need to do is go into prayer. And I pray for my faith to deepen and strengthen every single day, because I know what a disaster my life can be when I am not in that place, when I am not holding myself accountable or aligning myself with that beautiful, amazing being I know as God, God in everything. So this week I encourage you, do some homework, take some time. Spend as much time as you can in that place of faith and growing it. Trust. Take a risk. Don't jump off a building. I'm not talking about that, but take a risk. Climb a tree if you want to. I think those days are behind me, but and know that all is perfect. All is perfect in the mind of God. And allow yourself to tap into that awareness and move away from the conditions of this human life that are so challenging and so restrictive of who we are. The key thing for me in this story about Ruthie is that Ruthie, what I learned about that is that Spirit, not about Ruthie, about Spirit in this piece of prayer and how we pray, is that Spirit is teaching us a wonderful tool that I didn't grow up with. It's called patience. When I pray, know that God's perfect timing is going to take care of this, I don't have to worry about being patient or being impatient. I just can let it go and allow. Let it go and allow Spirit. So let's keep that in mind. Let's hold on to that awareness this week of the divine in all things. And know that whatever we've prayed about, it's moving towards us. It's coming forth. And all we need to do is prepare to embrace it when it gets here. Please pray with me. As we just breathe in, right here and right now, recognizing this space in which we are housed right now, and the music and the people and the energy and the love and the light of all of this, and let us know right now, God is in all of this. And what a wonderful reminder that is, and how blessed we are to know this, that we are one with Spirit, that God is in us, of us, around us, surrounding us, speaking through us, guiding us. We are all of this, and it is all of us. And in this place, in this space, in this knowing and awareness, we are united in who we are. We are connected one to another, and we are connected in that beautiful place of source. No one of us is alone, and no one of us is asked to do it alone. We are supported 100% of the time. And so what I know for each one of us this week is that we stand strong in our faith. We allow it to guide us. We allow it to express through us. We recognize that things seem a little messed up sometimes, and yet we are aware and reminded that God is here, and that with our faith, we can move through it. We can create something new. We can create something better. We can heal from whatever it is that is affecting us. And so right here and right now, I just give thanks and bless all people everywhere. All people everywhere. Because we are marching forward with that place of love, light, faith, and hope and presence to create a world that works for all. And so yes, we hold this space for ourselves and everyone. I know it's perfect. I know it's good. And I know it's all God. So I let it go, turning it over to the mind of God, where it is already manifesting for each and every one of us. This beauty, this perfection. So grateful, so grateful. And so I just let it go. I let it go and let it be. And we say together, and so it is.
Slip, you might slide, stumble and fall by the roadside, but don't you ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember, we're walking on to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around. Walk with the rich, walk with the poor. Learn from everyone, that's what life is for. But don't you ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember, we're walking on to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around. Some say yes, some say no. Some wait and see which way the wind's gonna blow. But don't you ever let nobody drag your spirit down, no. Remember, we're walking on to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around, no, 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 no. Say things sound strange to you. Might say spirit's gotta pull you through, but don't you ever let your spirit down. Well, we're walking up to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around. Yeah, you might slip, you might slide, stumble and fall by the roadside, but don't you ever let nobody turn your spirit down. Remember, you're walking on to heaven. Don't let anybody turn you around.
Woo! Thank you for the message and thank you for the music. Yeah. Okay, as we move into our offering, let's take a moment to feel grateful for the blessings in our lives and the spiritual nourishment that we've received here today. We give from a place of gratitude, knowing that God is the source of all good. You'll see ways to give on the screen. You can give online, by text, or by mail. Please place your gift over your heart and join me in saying our offering affirmation together. Money is God's love in expression. Since it is never withheld from me, I choose to give freely of all that comes to me from the one infinite source.
There was a time in my life, thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient, all the love of God was at hand. Now I can say if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, just gotta let it go, let it all go, and this is what you have to say. Yes, I release and I let go. I let the Spirit of my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. There's no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. Come on, I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. Yes, I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love.
Woo! Okay. We bless these gifts as a circulation of love, abundance, and intention. May they be used wisely and well to support the unfolding of Spirit through this community and beyond. As we give, so we receive. And so it is. If you are here for the first time, either in person or online, welcome to our spiritual family. We're so glad you decided to join us today.
Know that you matter, and we are here to support you. After service, I will be over here for one-on-one prayer. Please come and see me for a prayer. I will know the best for you. If you would like to write your prayer down and have the ecclesiastical team pray on it, there is a prayer box at the back of the room. And if you are online, please see cslnoco.org and submit a prayer request.
Thank you all for being here today. It's always a joy to come together in community and share some time together and be inspired and connect and just enjoy being around a bunch of beautiful, awesome people. A heartfelt thanks to everyone who made today's service possible. It takes a dedicated team. Your time and energy are truly appreciated. Now I invite you all to join us for Sunday's supper. Today we'll be heading out to a local restaurant, so meet us at the welcome table after service if you'd like to join. Everyone is welcome. So let's enjoy some good food and keep the connection going. Now please stand if you're willing and able for our benediction and closing song. Placing your hand over your heart, let's say our benediction together. May we be at peace. May our hearts remain open. May we awaken to the light of our own true nature. May we be healed. May we be a source of healing for all beings. Love is who I am. Love is who we are. Love is all there is.
For years I would talk about how I wanted to change the world, but I always left it up for someone else to do. But then I finally realized that I needed to take a stand, and that by changing my thinking, I could change my life. That's how I could change the world.